Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And this video is going to be haunted asylums in New York. I said I was going to do different locations, but I instead found places that are in New York, so let's get right into it. So the first place on this list is an asylum that is called Rolling Hills Asylum. It is in East Bethany, New York. It was established in 1827 as the Genesee County Poor Farm. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I'm so sorry. It is one of the most haunted locations in the country. Yeah, country. Want to make sure I see what I'm saying. The Rolling Hills Asylum, as it is known, witnessed over 1,700 documented deaths. It is known as the second most haunted site in the United States. I wonder what the first one is. It is also known for Class A EVPs, which if people don't know, that's electronic voice. I forgot the name of it. But you talk into it and you can hear ghosts, like their voices. So that's interesting. This place has also seen shadow people, door slamming, and people are buried in unmarked graves. It was used as many things like an orphanage, a nursing home, and a mall. I will never go to any mall that's haunted. I am sorry. Nope, couldn't be me. Paranormal investigators who have gone there have heard disembodied voices, apparitions, and hearing footsteps. Now, with apparitions, it is very rare to actually see them because it takes a lot of energy for a spirit to show itself. So keep that in mind. And also hearing screams, investigators who go into the morgue have heard that they have been whoops, I think I messed that up. But they have said they have been shoved and being attacked by an unseen entity. It is currently open to the public as a museum, and they also have paranormal investigations to the guests, so like a ghost tour, which is kind of cool. I've never been to a ghost ghost tour, but it sounds very interesting, and I wouldn't actually mind going to one of them because I'm into that kind of stuff. Now, next on this list is called Harlem Valley Psychiatric Hospital, and this is in Wendell, New York. And I actually have seen this building, and it's very creepy. In this place, you cannot go to because there are security there, so please keep that in mind. But it is very odd. It's very creepy. They're like it's a big building, and the windows are, you know, cracked and all that. It's a really old building too. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying. It opened in 1924. It was going to be a correctional facility, and it was going to be called Wendell Prison, but complaints by the local population caused a repurposing of the buildings, so they turned it into a state hospital. It closed in 1994 due to budget cuts. It consists of 80 buildings over 800 acres of land. After it closed in 1994, rumors began to circulate the abandoned institution was haunted by the spirits of former patients who were subjected to inhumane and experimental medical procedures, such as electroshock therapy and lobotomies. Urban explorers at the abandoned asylum report encountering spirits, apparitions, as well as unexplained paranormal activity, such as cold spots and disembodied voices, and footsteps and screams. Paranormal investigators also reported experiencing feeling issues. Oh, techno issue. Whoops. Oh my god. Well, I meant to say failure of technical items. And the electronic devices which are like flashlights that would turn on and off by themselves, and batteries draining. Other report experiencing feeling of being watched or being followed by an unseen entity, as well as feeling paranoid and dread that leaves when you leave the area and location. Oh, I thought I heard somebody. In 2013, it was going to turn into a university, but it stopped because of asbestos. Now, folks, we all know that all these buildings probably have asbestos because they were built a very, very long time ago. I say built, built a long time ago. The next one is Buffalo Psychiatric Center, and this is in Buffalo, New York. Why did I say it so weird? Buffalo, New York. Which constructed in the 1800s, it now stands as a luxury hotel. I would never go to any hotel. Nope. It was called the Henry Urban Resort. The facility treated patients with mental disorders until the 1970s, when it was closed due to claims of abuse and neglect. Low trigger warning. I don't want to, make people uncomfortable, but just saying this as I seen by caretakers. It was also the site of bloody battlefield during the War of 1812. It is said to be haunted by the spirits of former soldiers and mental patients who died violent and unnatural deaths. Guests at the Hotel Henry often report seeing shadow figures, apparitions, including the spirit of a mysterious lady in white who wanders the hallways. Employees working at the hotel at night also report hearing strange disembodied voices and sounds, as well as feeling the presence of an unseen entity. Workers remodeling empty areas of the hotel over the years have also reported hearing strange disembodied sounds and experiencing other unexplained paranormal activity, such as sudden cold spots, tools or other equipment being moved or misplaced by an unseen entity. The fourth one is called Hudson River State Hospital, and this is in Fairview, New York. It was constructed in 1873 and it was abandoned in 2003. It was a former mental institution located in Fairview, New York. It was closed in 2003, but many of the old buildings on campus remains, and it is said to be haunted by the spirits of former patients who were subjected to psychiatric treatment such as lobotomies and electroshock therapy, which most of these hospitals did is electroshock therapy and lobotomies, which then made those people zombified. Many investigators report encountering orbs, shadowy shadow figures, as well as hearing disembodied voices and cries for help. Others report feeling sudden cold spots as well as feeling strange presence in certain areas. The fifth one is Rochester Psychiatric Center, and this is in Rochester, New York. It was constructed in 1857 as the Monroe County Asylum. Although many of the old buildings on campus have been abandoned and or demolished, the main hospital is still in use. The location is said to be haunted by the spirits of former mental patients who were abused and neglected by the caretakers, as well as subjected to experimental medical procedures such as electroshock therapy and lobotomies. Employees at the hospital report witnessing apparitions of former patients, as well as experiencing cold spots and feeling the presence of an unseen entity. Urban explorers investigating the abandoned buildings also report experiencing issues with electronic items, as well as hearing disembodied sounds and voices, footsteps, and moans. And the last one is called Old Seaview Hospital in Staten Island, New York. Renowned as being the largest and most expensive it was the most expensive building. Constructed between 1905 and 1938 as a TB ward, which is the lung infection. Seaview Hospital in Staten Staten Island, New York. Right now it's being the largest and most expensive sanatorium in the United States. At the time of its construction, it is said to be haunted by the spirits of former patients who were subjected to experimental medical procedures, who eventually died of their illnesses. Urban explorers and paranormal investigators report witnessing apparitions as well as hearing disembodied voices, whispers, and screams. Others report feeling a strange presence or witnessing objects being thrown across the room. That's a lot of energy. Or moving themselves. So that's a lot of energy for a spirit to throw an object across the room. They have a lot of energy. It takes a lot. So I hope you guys like this video, and I will be doing more. Maybe I will do more asylums in different states like I said I was going to do, but most of these were from New York. Maybe I'll do New Jersey next. And I'll talk to you guys soon, and stay spooky. Bye.